What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm Indy XP, and we're coming to you again this morning, Thursday, April 16th, 2020. Getting a little bit of a late start this morning. It's definitely going to be a double coffee day today. Oh, yeah. It's a little chilly here in central Indiana as well. Hopefully everything's going great for you in your neck of the woods. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers and see where we're going to be starting the day off at. Gold is up nicely, currently at $17.56.62. Silver also up somewhat, currently at $15.71, giving us a ratio of 111.79. Platinum has bumped up over $800, currently at $801.08. And palladium is up as well, currently at $22.71.25. In other metals markets, rhodium saw a little bit of a bump yesterday. It's currently at $8,000. Copper is down slightly from where it was yesterday, but it is still looking very good. It's currently at $2.30. And aluminum is at 66 cents a pound. Barrels of crude oil are up slightly. They're back just barely over $20, currently at $20.02 a barrel. The Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 did not have the greatest of days yesterday. The Dow closed down 445 points at 23,504.35. The NASDAQ closed down 122 points at 83,93.18. And the S&P 500 closed down 62 points at 27,83.36. The futures markets overnight were stagnant, so we are going to be starting off in zero territory, so it could go up, could go down. It is Thursday, so it is the day that jobless claims come out, so a lot of times that does have an effect on the markets. If you guys trade in Bitcoin, we are just shy of $7,000 currently at $69.92.28, and if you guys happen to trade in the gold back, those are at $2.99. In today's video, I want to review an article by CNN Politics. It's a very interesting article that I hadn't heard anybody talk about yet. This is from Katie Labosco from CNN, posted this morning at 7:23 Eastern Standard Time. So the title was, Millions of Americans Could Lose Stimulus Payments to Debt Collectors. Millions of people received their stimulus payments from the federal government this week, but some are at risk of immediately losing the money if they owe credit card, medical, or private student loan debts. A loophole in the law could mean some of those who are in most need of the emergency aid and don't get the money. About 33% of people in the United States have debt in collections and could be impacted, according to the National Consumer Law Center. The $2.2 trillion congressional coronavirus relief plan passed in March did not shield the stimulus payments from certain private debt collectors, though it specifically protected money from being taken to cover unpaid taxes or federal student loan debt payments. The law does allow for money to be garnished for child support payments. 25 state attorney generals and the Hawaii Office of Consumer Protection warned about the problem in a letter sent this week to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, asking him to issue guidance protecting the payments from private debt collectors as well. Democrat Senator Brown of Ohio and Republican Senator Hawley of Missouri also called on the Treasury Department to prevent garnishments for private debts. Despite the bipartisan push, the Treasury hasn't issued new guidance. The agency did not respond to a request for comment on Wednesday. Some states and local governments, including Massachusetts, Ohio, Illinois, and Washington, D.C., have issued their own orders to shield the stimulus payments from private debt collectors. The stimulus payments are meant to provide emergency assistance during the coronavirus. Yada, yada, yada. We all know the finite details, I'm sure. The IRS begins sending out payments this week, starting with those who had already had bank account information on file and could directly deposit the money. For others, the IRS will send out paper checks, though it could take weeks, if not months, for people to receive those. A collection agency cannot garnish the check unless you deposit it into an account it has access to. This is where CNN starts to get a little shady. To avoid having the stimulus payment garnished by debt collectors, monitor your bank account closely and take out the money as quick as possible, suggests Lauren Saunders, Associate Director of the National Consumer Law Center. Seems a little shady. She said many Americans may not know their bank account is at risk of seizure because they have not been served properly in a collection lawsuit. The stimulus payment should be deposited into the same bank account that you've received your tax refund in either 2018 or 2019. So yeah, they're saying, if you owe money to somebody and you get money, take the money out and hide it. Which, guys, I know we are here in the stacking community. I think that for the most part, we are responsible financial people. I don't think that we probably have a lot of people in this community that have racked up a lot of debt, but I've had things go in collections before I got into stacking and saving and stock markets and things like that. I had cell phone bills going to collections, and I had a credit card going to collections when I was in my mid-20s. So anything happens. Everybody's circumstance is different. But if you owe money, and you have something in collections, and you have a windfall of $1,200 or $1,800 or whatever you're going to get, do the responsible thing and pay down some of that collections. Guys, let's not beat around the bush. If you're stacking silver and you owe somebody money, you're probably not doing it right. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. In other news, we have an auction coming up this Saturday. I did a preview video last night. I'm going to post a card up here in the corner at the end of the video so you can go back and watch that. Previews everything we're going to be selling. We've got 18 lots that are going to be going up on the auction block. I'm also reviewing the starting bids for all of those, so you'll be able to know exactly what that's going to be. If you did get your stimulus check this week, this will be a great opportunity to spend a little bit of that cheese with me. Would appreciate that. I have not received my stimulus check yet. I actually owed money on my taxes this year, so I don't know when my check's coming. If you got any questions on that, or if you have an item or two that you would like to sell in the auction, I can bring you into the live feed and you can do that. Go ahead and email me ahead of time at indyguy711@gmail.com so you can get the details on what we're going to do in the auction. I can get the details of what you're selling. I already have Step Stacker's going to be coming in. He's got a few items he's going to be auctioning off. Of course, he's a great friend of the channel, so we had no problem doing that. And he said, hey, you know what? Let's bring on some other people if they have some things they want to sell as well. So that auction is going to start this Saturday, the 18th, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be putting out a reminder on Saturday morning so you guys can be fully aware when it's all going to start. And we are going to start at 7:30. I am very, very anal about when people say they're going to start a live stream at this time and they don't. I'm out. I understand that sometimes we're all pretty much amateurs as far as production quality and videography, but you should be able to figure it out by now. So, guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you happen to appreciate old Indy XP, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button right down there. If you happen to be new to the independent experience, go ahead and consider smashing that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can be notified of when new content is coming out. Like I said, you want to check out some great content, right here is the card for the auction review, the preview that's coming up this weekend. I've been Indy XP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here once again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.